Hey everyone, Seth here, and this is a little bit of an update video on where I've been doing, what are my plans for the future, projects I've been involved into, videos I want to make, stuff like that, and my thoughts on the game as well. And first of all, we're gonna do a quick roundup of this stuff, no details, then, just a too long didn't watch version. And then I'll move to discussing them in length after I'm done with this. So, first of all, why I left? I left because one, I got pretty busy life outside of YouTube, at least for that period. I started working on projects that I want to do outside of YouTube, which were game jams, and I also got burnt out on the game a bit. And I wanted to take a break from it. My main mistake was not letting you all know that I would be taking it, and that's bad. That's my mistake. Moving on, plans for the future. I want to continue uploading, actually get back to uploading, because I've missed this quite a bit, not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun uploading and recording stuff. I also want to play non-LOR games. I have two of them in mind right now that I would really like to explore. And yeah, the uploads will be either daily or bi-daily. That kind of depends on how busy I'll be. And in general, you can expect mostly LOR videos and then interspersed with extra content. And quickly, thoughts on new content. What I'm kinda torn on this because I think some of it is good, some of it is bad. I do like the new relics. I like the new champions that they've included, except Jace. Jace is kinda poorly designed. I think, in my opinion. But in general, I'm pretty fine with this. I like weekly nightmares, as in they are basically just okay, yeah, I'll pick Aurelion Sol and clear them, just to be done with them. But I'm not I'm kind of wishing that they would start working on more stuff beyond just paid content and the small adventures, I'm gonna say. And yeah, next video will be tomorrow or today, depending on when this gets uploaded. I'm kind of doing this off script, but yeah. So, next video, either tomorrow or in either today, the date of the upload, or tomorrow, where I'll be talking about maybe some of the gripes with new stuff in depth. And yeah, that was the too long didn't watch version, which was 3 minutes, which is already long. Okay, fine. Now let's go to details. So, live stuff and projects basically. That's a thing that I've been working on a while. I'm still unemployed because the current job market kinda sucks and they don't want to apply me, which sucks. And yeah, I'm still fine financially, so I can still record videos and not have any issues with this. I had to focus on big projects during the time that I've been off, and my family as well. The big projects were mostly finishing school, which I didn't do because I'm bad at long-term projects, which you will also hear about later. Basically, I have to work on. I've been working on a school project, but I kinda overestimated my abilities and I've missed the window for upload. So this will be. This was something that also demotivated me a bit. The other thing, I've been on a bit of vacation as well with my family. So that was really nice. Yeah, just had a week rest. Then I took part in 2 game jams. I didn't upload for one because It was 2 weeks, and I again overestimated what I can do, and I didn't have a final build ready before the deadline, which was oopsies. I actually didn't have any build done, like playable build done, because I overestimated how much time I would need. And I also worked on a second game jam, which was 4 days, and that one I did actually quicker because I also had some other things to do during that time. So at least I uploaded there. I had a lot of fun, I learned a bunch of things. So yeah, I was mostly working on like self-improvement, like school stuff, you know, assignments that I wanted to like improve myself. And that was basically like life stuff, yeah. Life stuff, also like helping my family out, going on vacations with them. You know, it took some time off YouTube as well. And then the other thing I said, which is I felt a bit burnt out of the game. And I have this with other games as well, like with League or with other like live service games, where I can like, I have like periods where I play them pretty often, like maybe not religiously, but pretty often. And after a while I tend to get burnt out on them, especially with LOR. This has been like a running problem that I've noticed with myself, where I would play LOR for like months. Like you've noticed, like with the series where I almost did it daily, but I kind of messed up with the timings. So I would play like the game for months at a time, and then at a certain point I would be like, I kinda cannot do. I'm kinda burnt out on this. And LOR has had this problem even before the PvE. I've noticed that like the game is really fun for a while, and then you just have to like have a month break because it gets tiring, I'd say. And another thing is that the new POC content that gets added is, I wouldn't call it subpar, but I would say is geared towards other types of players. Mostly, I'm gonna guess it's just to like recoup the costs, because again, LOR hasn't been profitable for a while before. Now I'm not sure. I'm thinking it might be getting at least some returns. I am hoping so, please. But you know, a lot of new paid stuff was introduced. We did get weekly nightmares, which cool. There is a bunch of stuff, new stuff there, but I'm missing like secondary modes, stuff like like co-op. That was like 2 players versus the Noxian invasion, which was really fun. I don't know if labs are online again. I haven't checked that menu in a while. I think they might have taken them down. Whatever. Still, I did really I'm missing this sort of either an infinite mode where I can just, you know, pick a champion, go on an adventure, and just keep going, see how far you can go, and have like fun with it. I'm also missing like the deck build, which I think there was a comment sometime in the past where they said that they're looking into maybe finding a way to bring it back, and I would really love it. Again, there is like there is a lack of extras in the game, so it gets a bit tiring of like running the same adventures over and over again, or like doing weeklies. You know, it's getting a bit repetible. Did I say that right? Repeatable. No, repetitive. I am good at this, and I'm recording this on like third. Whatever. So yeah, mostly took a break from this. That's why I haven't been uploading as well. Again, main mistake is not letting anyone else know that I've been taking a break. So yeah. So that's that. Now, future content. We're gonna actually, before we do future content, let's do my thoughts on like new content, LOR, stuff like that. So they announced a bunch of stuff. First of all, Vi rework, like power rework. There was also a rework for not Caitlyn has been added. That's still something I need to finish completing because I don't have it done. Let me double check while I'm here. But yeah, they updated Pyke, they updated Vi, they updated. I think they updated something else as well, or maybe I'm misremembering this right now. However, no wait, I won't be able to check it. And they also included a bunch of like 3 new champions, yeah, Caitlyn, Swain, and Jace. I still haven't gotten them like completely done. There is still a bunch of content I need to complete. Level up Jace, level up Swain, and get stars, you know, stuff like that. However, I've played the Pyke update, I've played the Vi update, and quick thoughts. So, Vi update, really cool. Changing it to like not round start but actually when you draw a card is really fun. That's like actually really cool to build around. Strength of Stone MVP? No way. But yeah, that's something that I really enjoyed. Like even with the old Vi, going Strength of Stone was an idea that I always like was thinking about because it was pretty interesting with like getting the powers off. And now with the upgrade, it's better, it's more fun, and yeah, it feels like Vi has some cool stuff. The Vi relic is neat. I've been using it on like mostly Vi, but I've also tested it with like Volibear and I think one more champion. And it was genuinely pretty cool. Let me double check. They should have the list here. Yeah. Then let's talk about Pyke. Pyke got, I would say, a mix of changes between good and bad. They really focused on getting the 6-star upgrade up, which I don't know. I think that's kinda bad. That's my personal opinion. I didn't really like it. The Deadly Harpoon is Pyke only, basically. I don't think there are like any champions that want to use it outside of it. Maybe there are some builds on it, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But I think it's like, yeah, you put it on Pyke just to have more lurkers and yeah. Cool. Then we have Jace, and Jace is bad on 3 stars, at least from my experience. And it's kinda awkward to play, and I think it should basically just be because again, you can't really take any cost reductions because you then don't get any stuff you want to do. Like, yeah, I can cast a 6 cost spell, but it doesn't work because you need yeah, because the cost has been reduced to 5 and now it doesn't work. So I think Jace is currently the weakest of the new releases. The included upgrade is it's like, okay, yeah, you want to play Jace, level up Jace. When Jace levels up, it's 6 mana, so you can spend it on 6 cost. Basically the acceleration gate, stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I think that's really nice. But it isn't really like that usable on anyone else. Maybe you could run it on Evelynn, but that's kinda weird, so I'm gonna say it's like whatever, it just gives stats. Might as well run it, right? Fun thing you can do with Jace is like Jace Relic, because it gives +1/+2. Give it like +2 health, or like Lumious Orb, or probably like Lumious Orb, or like another thing that gives you like 2 health, and then put Gauntlets on, and that's like decent because you can start like putting up big mana spells very quickly. But I think Jace could use a buff to like only work on base spells. That would be really nice. And in general, I think he's currently the weakest of the champions I've tried and played. So yeah. Then we move to Swain, and Swain is busted. I would say as Swain is like S tier or A+ tier, whatever. As Swain is really good, direct damage, empower on spells. The star that gives you Pyromancer's Wake on every spell you pick up, amazing. You can deal like incredible amount of damage in the game. The Relic is interesting. I think like the Relic is basically a replacement for the one that heals your Nexus 5 at the start. And then the rest of the text is like, yeah, you're Swain, you have better stuff, and yeah, that makes sense. Swain with big guns is also pretty fun, because I opened big guns, and big guns are really cool. But on your Swain, but I'll talk about those later. And Swain feels like the strongest new addition to the game, and I'm very excited to like upgrade him and then like do Lissandra probably sooner or later. Next up, Caitlyn. Caitlyn has issues. I'm gonna say it like that. Caitlyn has issues. Caitlyn has like two win conditions, maybe I'm gonna say, in the deck, and they all rely on drawing cards for opponents, which in this mode against higher difficulty adventures is I don't know. The worst thing is that Caitlyn is basically a casino deck, but instead of gambling with like fun items like you would do with like Lilia or something like that, you are instead gambling with actually playing the game, because Flash Bomb luck can be absolutely horrendous. I've had like 3 or 4 runs that I got into Aurelion Sol where I basically couldn't draw like a single Flash Bomb from like 30 or 40, and without like getting more upgrades, this is like incredibly frustrating to play. Ace in the hole. The 6th, I don't have the 6 star yet. I have like 3 or 4 star. I don't remember what I'm currently upgraded at. I think it's 3 star. But I did get like you can get Ace in the hole in like multiple in like shops sometimes, and I think it's like, yeah, fine, cool spell. Obviously it's better when you finally find like when you get it like from 6 star maybe. Still, main issue is that I think that like, oh yeah, another thing, Caitlyn without her Relic is awful to play, so I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of like, oh, you have to buy this bundle to get this Relic to make your champion playable. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's pretty bad. So I am not a huge fan of that. So Caitlyn gets like a C. I'm gonna say it's like a C or B champion. Probably C, because I think she could be way better than she currently is. And that's that. Let me double check if there is something else I want to talk about with champions. But I think that's it for now. Let's talk about relics, because there have been a few new relics. Some in bundles, some purchasable, some not. Yeah, let's talk about them. First of all, Big Guns. Big Guns, power, your spells and skills deal 1 extra damage. It's basically Ludens, but upgraded, because you don't need to actually have a champion for Ludens, which is cool. Is it worth purchasing in Emporium? I would say no. I bought it because I'm like that. Yeah, I think it's like, if you have Ludens, it's basically only one Luden, but that's like slightly better. Again, I think it could have been done a bit better. Maybe one thing I would like to see Big Guns have that Ludens doesn't is that it actually also increases your trap damage by 1. Would that make Teemo broken? I don't care. This game mode is for fun, right? You want to have fun, do cool stuff, right? So, yeah. Black Shield. Power. When you summon an ally, granted spell shield. Very good relic. Almost S tier, I would say. Just having spell shield in like higher difficulty adventures is so important, so yeah. Cease and Desist. I talked about it when I was talking about Vi. And yeah, free impact, power if you have like 10 plus. Play, if you have 10 plus power, give me barrier and start a free attack challenging the strongest enemy. Cool on like 2 champions. Besides that, I don't know, free impact is pretty usable on some other champions, so I might wanna do some experimentation with that, but no promises. Deadly Harpoon, I've talked about this. Death from, you get +2/+0 challenger and get 2 Death from Belows with an epic item. It's Pike only. I hate those kind of relics where you can put it only on Pike, because on Pike it makes like sense only on Pike, so not a huge fan. Frozen Tomb. I didn't get this one yet, mostly because I got only like the bundled epics and the new ones. But it's a game start effect with summon a 3-cost Stormcarved Spire with cool countdown for summon me. Very situational, I'm feeling it's very situational. It might be really fun in what's the name of it? Thalia. And maybe in other champions that would like to like maybe cheat out a copy of their champion. But that's kinda debatable, I guess. I think it's really cool, a bit niche, but I can see it getting utilized quite a bit. Then we have Hextech Rifle. Game start. Power. Plant 6 flash bombs. When a flash bomb misses, plant it back in the top 8 cards. I hate this relic because this relic is made specifically for Caitlyn. You can run it on other champions, of course. However, there are like, I think, one champion that has like flash bombs built in, and that's Lilia, and I don't think Lilia wants this at all, ever. And this effect should have been on Caitlyn base by default. Instead, you have to spend money to get your champion somewhat playable and actually like have a little more control over RNG. And that's bad. I don't like it. I think it's bad design. I bought it regardless because I'm buying a lot of stuff. Even when I'm not like playing for videos, I just like having stuff. And this is the only game that I'm like, yeah, I can spend money on this game. I think I'm like cool with it. So again, I hate it because it's pay to win basically with Caitlyn, and I don't like it. Hidden Tome. Hidden Tome is the relic you can get from the Emporium. Like not purchasable with coins, but with the Golden Reliquary. And its power: when you play or level up a champion, refill the spell mana. Casino is back. Except it isn't, because it's on play. and I don't like it. It should be on summon. Why can't this be on summon and instead it's on play on level up? Why? Also, I'm fairly certain I need to double check something while I'm recording. Give me a second, because I think the text on Hidden Tome in game is actually different than on Wiki. I just may be going mad. Don't mind me. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Yeah. In game, it's when you summon or level up a champion, refill your spell mana. And yeah, if you're running by like, yeah, when you summon or level up a champion, then yeah, that's fun. That's actually really fun. That's something you wanna do. I'm just gonna like start an adventure and double check if it's actually play or summon. If the text is wrong or if the wiki is wrong or whatever. Because if it's on summon, then Casino is back, and if not, this relic is garbage. Very simple. Icon of Valkyr. I don't know if I don't remember if I played during that time or not, but it's the one that gives your elemental spells and skills +2 damage, and that's cool. I like it. Too bad it's Relic exclusive, because it's really fun on a bunch of champions that I like. If you ever seen Nami with this is really cool, because it makes your ebb and flows deal more damage. Is it optimal? No. Is it fun? Yeah. Too bad it's a paid relic. So... yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not... I'm like a bit mid on this. I think it could have been better.
That's why I'm the captain.
Update. It actually is just a wrong name in the game. It doesn't work with Lilia Sleep, so that's fun. Way to go, game. So yeah, that's fun. Hextech battery, I talked about this. Good on Jace, doesn't matter on anyone else basically. Not a huge fan in general. It's like mid. Then we have Living Weapon, which has play, attack, and round start. Forge Me. And Forge Me is just, you know, Forge. It's from capsules or whatever, and in my opinion, very niche, but it's a really fun kind of niche. Because it's actually just playable anywhere. You can play it on anyone, and like, yeah, maybe you just need that extra +1/+1 or something like that, and it will be fine. Then, it's like, okay. Then we have Loaded Dice. And it's +3 rolls and 10% to find epic powers and items. S tier. And I will tell you why, because it's flexible. It's very good. On some champions I used to run Z-Drive just to get like extra rerolls, and this having also the epic item, epic power stuff, and having one more reroll is actually really good. For some adventures, for some champions, this is like an easy S tier to just clear Lissandra or Swain. I'll talk about Swain adventure in a little bit as well. But in general, I think this is an S tier, easy. Then we have Stacked Deck. +200 starting gold and power. Allies have +1/+1 for every 12 cards in your deck past 18 at game start. really cool. Really cool. I think it's mostly focused on those adventures like Lysandra. This is mostly for Lysandra. This is for yeah, especially for Lysandra. After they nerfed the cutout power, cutout node that was in Lysandra's adventure. Really cool. I genuinely like it. Starting gold, always worth. Extra cards are mostly detrimental if you're playing like on higher level, but I think it's fun. It's like a really well designed relic, I think. I wouldn't call it S tier, I would call it like A tier or B tier. Like B tier maybe, like middle of the pack. Swain's Raven army. I think it's like almost S tier. It's like A plus tier, as I said when I was talking about Swain. Even if you're not Swain, like the effect to just drain 5 from enemy nexus is really good. It's great if you're running like higher level adventures and you need that healing as well, so big thumbs up from me. And that's, I think, it for the new relics. Now let's talk about Swain's adventure, because that's something I wanna talk about as well. If I can... Actually, let me double check if I have... if I have mentioned everyone... Oh, I don't know if I mentioned Viego. Viego is also a good champion as well. Whatever. Yeah, let's talk about the Swain adventure. Because I think it's... I wouldn't say it's kinda cringe. I would say it's difficult in a way that's boring. Oh yeah, actually that's what I'm gonna say. It's a difficult adventure, but it's difficult in a boring way. Lysandra is boring in an interesting way, while Swain is interesting, is like difficult in a boring way, I'm gonna say. And to elaborate, this is because 1, Swain starts with 3 siege breakers. 2, they have increased stats. 3, all of the encounters have the item that summons 1 from the start at the start. And 4, the encounters are not even like extra upgraded, they are just like this.
All eyes on me.
Oh yeah, and also starting mana. A lot of starting mana. So I think it's like, it's difficult, yes, but it's difficult in a boring way. In a way where you're like, yeah, they stack the stats, yeah, they like deal unavoidable damage to you, and you have to deal with it. And that's it. That's the entire adventure. While in Lysandra's case, I always felt it was like, okay, you have to play around this specific power, and sometimes you just auto-lost. And this is kind of the same for Swain, but even worse, because the Swain punishes like, oh, you have no healing? Done. You're dead. You cannot complete this. And it's fine for like, and it's obviously made for like higher difficulty adventures. You can, but Lysandra can be done with like lower level champions and lower level relics if you know what you're doing, if you get good RNG. And with Swain it's not possible because it's geared towards can you deal with this board on turn 2 or 3 or otherwise you're dead. And that's what I'm thinking when I'm saying it's boring difficulty. And then we have weekly nightmares, and it's mostly just free adventures you play with Aurelion Sol just to get them done. Because while they are pretty interesting, let me double check because I think they have.
That's why I'm the captain.
Okay, I don't think they have it mentioned. They have like huge stars and they are mostly geared towards the, you know, they are geared towards like you having 4 and 5 and 6 star champions, which is cool. You get some decent loot, and by decent I mean minor gemstone vessel, really. Whatever, I think it's fine. You just pick your best champion and go there, and it's like nothing spectacular. And again, because they use deadly on literally every one of them, and then they have like also special rules, it has the same problem as Swain, except now you lose to like massive units instead, which is cool, maybe, I guess. Whatever. I think it's like whatever. Oh, especially Warm Reception, which is like the foe summons the 2 strongest units from their deck. That's like the mutator that basically can kill a run. Like it was, I think, this week before, where there was a Demacian adventure that started with like level, like the Tenkos Sifria, and it was almost beatable. And it was basically unbeatable with anyone that wasn't Aurelion Sol, so cool. That's fun. Yeah. Anyways, weekly nightmares get a 5 out of 5. Except they cost like 10 mana, so they are worthless. Now they are like, okay, their rewards are neat, but you have to like take some extra time. Oh, cage match each other. The amount of like unfun mutators are also pretty annoying. For example, cage match. The foe Nexus cannot draw below 1 health until round 5. Which basically means, yeah, you maybe have to work with the fights gimmick, or you just play Aurelion Sol and you just need to have like 4 extra turns before you kill them. Or the Warm Reception that I said that like, oh yeah, you can deal with the biggest 2 units from their deck, you lost. Cool, fun, enjoy, bye. And yeah, that's not fun. And that should be it about the new content. Yeah, that should be it for the new content. And if I forgot something, you can let me down in comments below. Whatever. Yeah, that's that. Next up, let's talk about the future of the channel. Ooh. Now I finally talk about things that people are interested in. Am I gonna upload again? Or is this a one-off thing? The answer is, I want to upload more again. So, starting from today or tomorrow, depending on where this goes live, I will be uploading either daily or like every day or every other day. I will be uploading content again. Will I be going for 100%? No, not with all the new stuff that basically takes years to grind. And it was also my gripe that I had when I was taking a break from the game. But like, yeah, my goal is basically impossible now. Wow. Unless I spend money, and I don't want to spend money on like non-champion resources. So the gemstones. Gemstones in general are kind of eh. So yeah, every day or every other day I will be uploading a LOR video. That's a given. I will uphold this for as long as I can. If I will be taking a break, I will let you know in a video or in a separate upload. I'm gonna be a bit more transparent with that, or at least I will try to be more transparent with it. And then I want to, as I said during the thing, I want to play more non-LOR games on the channel as well. And there are two games I'm currently thinking of. The games that I've spent a lot of time recently. And these are drumroll please. Drumroll please. Okay, I think you might have heard it. These are Fear and Hunger with Sensor mod on. I'm not gonna risk completely obliterating the channel. And The Wooden Ocean. If you have never heard of any of these games, you are about to. These will be more sporadic, mostly like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get all endings in Fear and Hunger, and I'm gonna beat the current status of The Wooden Ocean. Once, I'm not going to do New Game Plus, because that will take years, or actually no, it wouldn't take years, it would take some hours, because I already have like 3 New Game Pluses. Either NG plus 1 or NG plus 2, I don't remember what the status of these are were, but yeah. I've been playing these games, I've been really enjoying them, and I want to share them. Before we move on, will I play Blizzard games? No, because I don't respect Blizzard as a company anymore. And I'm not interested in Hearthstone because Hearthstone has been on the downward trend of power creep the entire time. And I'm not very happy about the state that the game is in. And I don't want to interact with that game anymore. Will I be playing other trading card games on the channel? Before I left, I had plans to maybe do some Magic the Gathering things. These are still in the air. I might want to do something, maybe live gameplay. Ooh, I don't know. I would need to work on having an actual good setup there, but maybe when I actually get a job and I'll have like a steady income, then maybe I would invest in getting a setup for like actually having a small recording stuff for when I play with friends. And yeah, those are basically the plans. So next LOR video, either today or tomorrow, depending on when this gets uploaded. And why am I uploading right now? Because I think I want to start, like, I'm recording this on the 1st. It will probably get uploaded on the 2nd, and on the 3rd we will begin doing stuff. Yeah. Or maybe even get another episode on the 2nd, we'll see. We'll see how much time I will have, because tomorrow I'm also pretty busy with helping my family out, but it's fine. And yeah, if you have watched until now, thank you so much. I'm very happy to be back, and I'll try to keep up the somewhat of a schedule this time again. More talking, more games, Magic content maybe. I will start definitely the first episodes of like other games. I will probably start with Fear and Hunger, because that's the game I've been obsessed by for like a few good weeks. And with that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you around. Take care.